Hi, my name is Coach Heavenly Whitehead. I am the Algebra 1 teacher here at Northeast High School in the Bibb County School District. This year has been a big focus on being Tier 1 strong. And the purpose of being Tier 1 strong is to make sure all students stay in that Tier 1 area. So we've come up as a Bibb County district with not only a target that focuses on what we're learning today, but also a success criteria that leads the students into doing the work independently or within their groups, knowing how they're going to be successful. This has been very big because now it takes away the questions of, Coach Whitehead, is this correct? Is this correct? Now they can go to their success criteria and it aids them in reaching the goal.
I think I did some of my numbers per day. You might want to, because I've seen you do the vertex form and I've seen you do
meant so much to me.
I know, I made a bunch of them. Yeah, but I didn't do none of these because I couldn't find
This
See, I had found
here
that one
to make sure the
and that
students
one
are ready. So
I'm not sure because
not only here do they recognize that we have 4 domains that they are to focus on and how many questions are coming from each one of those domains, but once they also get into each section, they are focused on what the directions are actually telling them. Students are so quick to just begin, so this right here takes out all the questions. They have to come over here and read what is expected from them to move on to or remediate on. And it specifically tells them here, you first got to always take a pretest, and from the pretest, whatever your grade is, it determines where you're moving. If there's remediation involved before they start practicing, they have to look at examples or videos so that they can go into the practice session. Like I tell all my kids, with anything that they do in the practice session, they must continue on until they get a satisfactory of I got it before they actually post out. And we're going to compare the data with those. But this moves them through all of the expressions. And what we're doing to kind of make sure that we keep everything in place, we're doing what we consider as a progress monitoring. With the progress monitoring, we keep everything is at a glance. So with this, we report all the things that we're doing well. Whenever we have mastered a particular concept, then they are to come out here and place their stickers out here. I can see it at a glance where they're at as well. I need for everyone whenever they're to take a minute to look at the data that has been collected amongst all 8 classes. Not just 6, but 8. Looking at the data. Okay? We gotta look at the data. Can anyone tell us what the stickers are meaning on the board? What do stickers mean? Progress. What'd you say? Mastery. It means that we have mastered something, an assignment that's very important for us to get ready for the milestone. So as you're looking at the data that has been collected throughout all 8 classes, what are some things that you're noticing throughout? Give me some things that you notice that are good.
First period and the third.
Okay. Anything else you notice?
That might be period.
Say it again. There's effort amongst all the classes. There is. Okay. Anything else you notice? Just being because these are visuals. Because if we all agree that these represents mastery, we can all recognize when there are much that has been mastered or when there's little things that has been mastered. Few minutes right now doing some milestone review. So these are a few milestone questions of the day. So up front, I'm presenting to you a possible milestone question. I want you to take a few minutes to go ahead and sketch this out and answer what is the perimeter and units of this rectangle. And while you're working, we will play a little music. Remember, we're finding the parameters.
So I got
I got a question.
Yes. Say it again.
You get all your like answers in the little boxes.
Perimeter. Finding the perimeter. We're finding the perimeter. Perimeter. Finding the perimeter. Can anyone tell me what the perimeter means? What are we doing? We're finding the perimeter. Is length times width finding the area or finding the perimeter? Someone.
7, 8.
So take a second and look over here at Smith's and see if yours look like Smith's. What is he doing that you're not doing? You can even come and ask him yourself, okay? Finding the perimeter. A vocabulary word that's been around for a long time.
So it's added to the perimeter.
Okay. Okay. All right, make the adjustments. We have about 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining to make the adjustments. So now we understand that finding the perimeter is adding up all the sides.
So am I supposed to ask this?
Add what, babe?
Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Finding the perimeter. So we adding up all the sides. Right now you only got 2 labeled. So this side and this side should be mirroring each other.
So this should be 3, 8.
3 what? 3x.
And this
Plus 5x plus 2? Plus 2?
Plus 2 plus 2.
Okay. You got 3x, okay. And you're going to do the same thing over here.
3x.
Plus 8. Now add up all your sides.
Okay.
You can only add like terms.
Like turn.
Yes. Okay. We get 60 from. We get 60. Okay. Waiting on you. We're adding up all the sides. Take a look at what Walker is doing right quick to add up all the sides. Yes, ma'am. When this right here. So we're not doing the area right now. Our focus is this part right here. So I got to add up all my sides. Great job at labeling. So now I'm focusing on adding up all the x terms and then come back and add up all the constants. Okay? All right? Those are your x terms. Add them together. Perimeter means to add. Yes.
I understand what I did wrong.
I kind of lost it.
I could have sworn somebody had to see.
I restart.
Yes.
If you see it, you get 8.
No.
Okay. Good. Good. Now finish it. Because what you did, you added up these and got that. Then you added up these and got that. Now finish it, and you will take care of all the perimeter. Yes. Yes. 16x plus 20. What you doing, baby? So, but I needed for you to stay at your board and use the students around you to kind of help and assist you with it, because you understand how to add polynomials. All right. Okay. The key word here was to understand what the word perimeter meant. And perimeter means that we're adding up all the sides. here's the thing, they only gave you information for only 2 sides. Because we're adding up all the sides, and we understand with rectangles that the widths are the same and the lengths are the same, we just finished labeling these. And then we can begin to add up all the sides to find the perimeter. Okay? Let's try one more. One more. I'm gonna put some music with it. At your board. There gotta be some conversation of what we add because it's the perimeter. Focus is the perimeter. You focus strictly on the perimeter. Fill in. Good job, Treasure. Good job at filling in around the perimeter. Good job, Hart, filling in around the perimeter. Okay. You starting it off right? Okay. Now, yes. Yes.
We doing the same thing we did.
Good. Yes, ma'am. Good. Okay. Now they give you 12x plus 3. Put it in this place. Yes. Okay. Oh, you doing it, gang.
Keep doing it.
All right. And then at the very bottom.
Did I do all right?
Yes. Okay. Yes, you did. So my question to you. Let's remove that part right there and continue. All right. All right. We got about 2.5 minutes. Yes. All the sides. So what's going on with that 14x plus 13 at the top? It's supposed to be where? Is that a part of your perimeter? So you don't need it. You still need that. Only one. You don't need that one, right? What should go on the other side? On the left side. Because that's 6x minus 4. There you go. Thank you. You say A? Prove it. Yes.
Like the top of the triangle, top of the square.
One more time.
Like that 14 that goes for the top of the square, and that 12x.
Where would but if you put it at the top of the rectangle, is it a part of the perimeter? Yes, it is. It can go there, but is it a part of the outer? You know, your perimeter is just the outer.
Like that.
So, and what you got? Okay. Okay. When you add up all your x terms, what did you get? You got 64? Okay. 12, 6 and 6. Okay, I see this. I like that. I like that. Where this come from?
Right. Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't do that.
I don't have nothing up the top that looks just like that. So what should you do? Huh? Take that part away. Take that part away and then go back and add and tell me what you get. You can start anywhere, just adding up all your x terms.
Also, you got
Yes.
to add the number, so.
Add which one?
This one. With those.
You were here, and then you had to finish adding here. because whatever you were adding here, you should leave out. So take out this part from here. Ready? 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 That's your final answer. What's your final answer? That's your final answer? Okay.
Hi, I am Anaya Royster, and I am in Coach Whitehead's first period Algebra 1 Honors class. And today we are looking at our progress monitor. And each of these stand for everything that's going to be on the milestones test. And you're going to test each one of them out. So every time that you master them, you're going to put a sticker by your name. So we put the stickers up there each time we master it. So either if we fail it one time, the pretest will end up having to do a remediation, and if you fail the remediation, you just can't retake it anymore. And the minimum that you can miss is 3. No, the maximum you can miss is 3. Adding or multiplying 3 terms, match terms, and add polynomials, subtract polynomials. And we didn't do perimeter and area yet because she didn't assign it. And then I was the only one out of all her classes to do parts of expressions and interpreting spreadsheets. And I did not master most of these, but I did get factor squares in different and vertex form. The biggest positive is like when she gives you stuff or teach it to you, like she'll either give you a shortcut, or you could break it down for yourself, because she's not gonna teach you, like she'll teach you a hard way, but she'll also teach you an easy way. So if you want to take the hard way, like you could just shorten it out if you want to. The fun thing is, it's like, it may be algebra, but she makes it fun to where it's not like always boring. Even though it's like the first class we take in the morning, it may seem boring, but it's not. It's like real fun. So she saw this music thing, like I don't remember where she saw it at, but she was like, the music thing, it like helps kids concentrate, and like, cause music usually keeps kids going, cause like she'll see kids with AirPods in their ears and they're just blasting music, and that'll like help them concentrate. So she'll just turn on her speaker and turn on some good music, and then we'll request stuff, and then she'll play it so we can concentrate better.
So that's so cool. So she'll put the music on for y'all. So now what does she expect from y'all as she's playing as the music is playing?
To be great.
To be great. That's awesome.
I've made a decision to continue with the personalized learning plan to prepare my students for the milestone. We have 4 domains that we're focusing on, and I set it up in a pathway that they could go remediate as well as accelerate to prepare them for the test. Pre-test that's done, and the students understand we start with a pre-test here, and depending on how many questions will determine if they have passed it or not, or if they have to remediate. So this is guided, and one thing that is helpful is making sure that they read. A lot of times students don't like to read, so I've given them enough information to guide them along without really just asking any questions. But everything begins with the pre-test, and the pre-test determines if they have to go and remediate or if they can move on to a different section here. What I love about this setup is if they go below the mark, they have to come over here. But over here on the side, you have examples. I give them examples of how to do it. And if the examples are not good enough, then I've got a video that can aid and assist them along the way. So it keeps them moving without much interaction from me. Sometimes they may need me to come through, and sometimes they may not. After going through the examples, then they have these different worksheets. I give them 4 different worksheets to work on. To me, with anything you teach, it's always ongoing, and I never get complacent with just one way. I'm always looking to see how can I better serve my students. Every concept, there are misconceptions, and with those misconceptions, I'm looking to see how can I reach that particular student. But you gotta know your students, and you gotta know what gets them involved. You gotta know how to reach them, the bottom line. So I use the the more rigor ways for those that can actually do it and understands and loves the challenge. But then for those that just cannot grasp the concept that way, I do make sure I present them with something that they can use and also be successful.
All right, and so for the people that are viewing this, fun fact, well, if you didn't know, Coach Whitehead is also our girls' head basketball coach.
Yes.
And they went to the Final Four, and up under Coach Whitehead's guidance and leadership, and she just spoke about having the kids believe, they was able to achieve great things
Yes.
and get to the Final Four. But she
Yes.
takes that same energy,
Yes.
attitude, and engagement, and she brings it into the classroom with the
Yes.
students. So how has like coaching help you kind of develop your classroom mentality and develop the type of relationships that you have with the kids in the class?
Keeping it, my energy is so important. And my energy on the court is one thing, but I allow the data to help guide us in the right direction. And because they have witnessed the success of the girls and knowing that the girls had to follow my plan to get there, they know now that it's very important that they use what I've taught them throughout the entire school year to make sure that they become successful on the milestone. Believe it or not, I have some students that I've never passed the milestone. I never passed the milestone. So what makes you think I can pass it now? I said, trust, if you believe in Coach Whitehead, you'll pass the test. It's a strategy game. And with each domain, we're going to pull points from each one. But what I don't want them to walk into is the milestone without knowing how to work some of those technology questions. So instead of skipping over those on the milestone, we're going to get those 2-point questions. And from there, we're going to make the rest of the points fall in line.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. Coach, just one final question.
Yes.
If you had to give some pointers or some tips to some teachers, some new teachers or some teachers that's kind of like struggling or kind of not happy about the results that they're currently getting, like what points would you give to like a new teacher or a teacher that just wants to see greater results?
And that's the key. If you want to see greater results, you always look for something different to do. When I say different, I mean, I cannot think that my way of doing it is the dead end. I've got to reach out to others to see how can I make that happen. And with that, it could be conferences with your students one-on-one. It can be after school sessions with your students. It can be a variety of things so that they can make sure that they reach. You got to just show you care. And your energy level is big. Coach, the energy level has to be big. It has to be big where they see the enthusiasm in your eyes, in your voice, in your tone, when you're making the numbers look doable or possible. And I cannot wait to see some of my students after they receive their score to say, wow, I did it.
No, time out. What's the commitment? We gotta make a commitment first before we do on 3.
At least y'all get one starter board.
Yeah, thanks. One star.
Maybe like 3.
One sticker.
About 5.
Man, you sound.
And here's the thing about that one sticker, because it's so important at this time frame, that one sticker will require us to give an ovation, okay? We've got to make sure we celebrate that one sticker. If you gain one sticker, we're going to celebrate it as a class, okay?
5th period on 3. 1 to 3.
5th period.